Have you ever wondered why the United States can print trillions of dollars and nothing catastrophic happens? No collapse, no hyperinflation, no panic. In fact, the dollar often becomes even stronger. Any other country would be destroyed by this, but the US, they do it regularly. And the biggest question is, what exactly makes America so unique? Before we dive in, hit the like button and subscribe, because today we're breaking down one of the most misunderstood truths in global economics, but in a way that actually makes sense. Here's the first thing people get wrong. The dollar isn't simply the money of the United States. The dollar is the money of the planet. When countries trade with each other, they use dollars. When corporations from opposite sides of the world make deals, they use dollars. When central banks store their reserves, again, dollars. Over 60% of global reserves are in dollars. Around 80% of international trade is settled in dollars. And almost all oil and gas is sold, you guessed it, in dollars. So no matter what happens, the world needs dollars every day in gigantic quantities. And that's why America can inject more and more dollars into the system, because the entire planet absorbs them. If Turkey or Argentina tried this, their currencies would collapse instantly. But the dollar? The global economy literally depends on it. And here's the part nobody tells you. The US isn't printing stacks of paper. Most dollars aren't even physical. About 90% of all dollars in existence are just numbers on screens, digital money created by the Federal Reserve and by banks issuing loans. It's not a printer, it's a keyboard. That's why the US can create money faster than any other nation, because for them, money is software, not paper. And their economy is the largest engine in the world. A massive engine needs a massive amount of fuel. As the economy grows, global trade grows, and financial systems get more complex, the world constantly demands more dollars, and the US simply supplies that demand. But here's where it gets even more interesting. America doesn't just issue dollars, it controls the financial architecture of the planet. SWIFT transfers, IMF loans, the World Bank, the system of petrodollars, global banking standards. All of this forms a gigantic network that runs on dollars and is ultimately influenced by the United States. When you control the pipes through which the world's money flows, you control the water itself. That's why the US can do what others can't. During the 2008 crisis, they created trillions. During the pandemic, trillions more. Bank failures? More trillions. Geopolitical tensions? Technology investments? Military spending? Again, new dollars. And the world keeps accepting them because it has no alternative. The demand for dollars is global. The US prints and the world buys. But don't get it twisted. The US still pays a price: inflation, a slow decline in the purchasing power of the average American, higher costs of living, generations getting less for the same amount of money. But the system survives because the world supports the dollar. In fact, the US exports a portion of its inflation abroad, spreading it across countries that rely on the dollar. Why doesn't the world switch to something else? Because there is nothing else. The yuan isn't free enough. The euro is unstable during crises. Gold is limited and inconvenient. Crypto is too volatile and lacks global regulation. The dollar wins not because it's perfect, but because it's better than all the imperfect alternatives. And that is the real reason America can print money while everyone else watches from the sidelines. If you want more simple explanations of complex global topics, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment with the next subject you want me to uncover. Thanks for watching, and trust me, The next videos will blow your mind even more.